Hello everyone, look at that wonderful sunset and we're back in the wonderful world, oh my goodness, of Napoleonic Wars. And this is the 33rd Regiment's historic line battle. We are here at the Battle of, okay French people brace yourself, Quatre. Is that... Now bear in mind, obviously what you're just hearing now is the sound of lots and lots of French players slapping their foreheads and wincing from the physical pain that my pronunciation provides them. Anyway, as you can see, we've got the United Kingdom versus the French, and the boys are getting lined up, ready to go. Stage 1. First contact at France. On the 15th of June, having received intelligence of the French advance, the Prince of Orange moves first to south of Quatre to halt Marshal Ney's advance. Nassau infantry encounter a squadron of Polish lancers moving along the road up from France, greeting them with a volley to prevent their advance. So, oh my goodness, look at this. These fine green-jacketed fellows. It's the 1st ELVN. There's Sergeant Major Bock. There's Corporal of Horse. And here is Colonel Robin. Doesn't he look wonderful? Also there, part of the Suisse. And there is Hannanor, Colour Sergeant Major of the 32nd. Looking handsome. And look at this. Sergeant Major Planzerker of the 33rd. Oh my goodness, look at that nose. Oh my good, look at that. That is a nozzle you can hang a hat on. Quite impressive. So, let's find out what the boys are up to, but let's go and see what the French are doing. Aha! Oh, Lancers. Hello, boys. There's serious lancering going on here. They're here to lance a boil or two. There's a commander there. There's Trojan, the 3PP. Always a pleasure to see. There's Fizz. Fizz Wet. Oh my goodness, mass recon. And there, obviously, Fusilier, I'm guessing, Fizz. Huzzah. Hussar. Zipper, a recruit of the 3PP. Wow, look at this. This is just... 33rd and the 3PP turning out in force for a bit of pole dancing. Who doesn't love it? Oh my goodness, ambush. Get in there, you lancery buggers. And there's the ambush. Oh, heavens above, look at this. Oh, in come the melee. Fusilier Aldrich. Oh dear. Oh no, the Horn's in trouble. The Horn's about to go down. There's Oslick, he's been dehorned. And as you can see here, it's brutal, murdering close range. The cavalry sabres will not save you, oh dear. Oh, brutal. Brutal goings on, more cavalry goings on. Down goes Green Car. And look at that, he manages to survive the dehorsing and manages to kill his foe until he dies shortly thereafter. Captain Blaze of the 33rd still fighting bravely in the main street, I suppose you could say. Indentation, road. We'll call it a road, it looks vaguely paved. There's regular Sneak. Doesn't he look wonderful? Oh, goodness me. Still being drived by... Oh, down he goes. Not sneaky enough. Captain Blaze has fallen. Poleaxed with a pole. Oh, and Uganda 888 gets stabbed in the testicles and falls unceremoniously to the ground. And there we go. A very, very successful ambush. Brace yourself, kids. It's going to be a foggy fecker. And we are here at the defense. Look at this as they all get set up for the next round. Stage 2. Defense of Gemiancourt. No further action takes place until the next day on the 16th at 2 p.m. Marshal Ney appearing extremely uncertain of the strength of the forces opposing him at the Crossroads, which was previously hopelessly outnumbered. Dutch troops at Bylandt's brigade hold Gemiancourt farm far south of the Crossroads and hold off the overwhelming French troops as long as they can. So, let's find out, as these guys getting set up on these wonderfully placed platforms, as you can see, just so the person can see over the top and possibly get his head shot off. But they can also then offer suppressive fire. Oh, heavens above. Zed seems to have shot himself in the testicles and fallen off the server. As here comes Trojan and a shot into Rupert Hallows, as we're watching Trojan from the 3PP make his way under the cover of many, many bushes. Who doesn't want to be covered by a bush? As he brings the fine fellows of the 3PP forward. They're going to be seen in this sudden gap area as they make their way round. Here they come. And the defenders only have 2 lives. Wow. Look at that. The dodging coming in as other members of the 3PP break an attack. A few fall in the attack as they charge round to the side of the building. And it's time to knock the door down. Look at this. Brutality, wood-based attacking going on right now. A bit of fire coming in. Oh dear. And the 3PP are losing numbers. There we go. The door half done. And look at that. The ambush waiting for them. And so it seems as Dundee gets horribly murdered. As we watch here the inevitable push. As one of the officers is breaking the door down to allow full access for his... And there goes Dacre. More stabbing. Oh, look at that. A bit of fire going in. And they want to get in there and get a shot. There we go. A nice shot coming in. And there's some fifing occurring. The men of Harlech. Sneak, of course. Now, here is the defensive. You can see this building here in danger of being set upon by lots of evildoers. Here, the main defense. Guys up on the building, overlooking the likes of the French army who continue here from the 73rd. Oh, there's one out there. That was Spoons. Spoons has been cut down in the field with ultra-aggressive play by Mr. Spoons. A little bit of cutlery-based violence there. So you can see the defense continues, these fellows. Bear in mind they only have 2 lives left. Or they only have 2 lives each. Oh, goodness me. There's a team kill in there as well from one of the first EVLN into Soldat Alec. Oh, dear. Now, let's find out. Oh, goodness, there's more. It's a respawn. Here comes Ghost 10 of the 33rd. And some fine fifing from Sneak. Excellent fifing. Who here? Oh, goodness me. Where did he go? Aha. There we go. Commodore. Sergeant Major, maybe? I don't know. Commodore SN Medj. But either way, look at him. Doesn't he look lovely with his fine fifery work? We heartily approve of said fifing. Oh, look at this defensive. Oh, Crow Gaming Pro. His friend behind him died horribly, and then he falls as well. And look at this. Sneaky, sneaky. Down goes Salzar. See, he got his name right that time. As we look here for those waiting to get in. And they're also taking fire from the wall as well. The likes of this fellow. Oh, hello, it's a Spoons. There's a Spoons. He's up to something. He's ducking to stay out of the way. And here you can see the French. And there he is. He jumps down into the melee and retreats to safety to reload. As you can see here, the French forces continuing to push this gate. Oh, fine stab. As now you can see more fire, more French people dodging left and right. James Kinnaird, the pipe major himself. And now you can see here, picks up the flag, the tricolor, with the Imperial Eagle atop, taking it to safety. And look at this. Another attempt to breach the defense. Oh, goodness me. Oh, that looks painful. That's not a good way to end. But saying that, Swissy, a recruit from the 32nd, is using his body as cover. And a fine shot from Swissy. Murdering at its best, ladies and gentlemen. And he's staying out of trouble. Is he hidden? He is. Look at this. Ninja skills from Swissy, recruit of the 32nd. Stands up. Looks for a target. And unfortunately misses. Sorry, Swissy. So, over in the corner, Swissy is now safe. Supported by teammate Phoenix, Lance Bombardier of the 32nd. It's going to make it difficult for Swissy to get out, but, you know, details. So, oh my goodness, there's another one. It's McLoaf. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming to slice you up. The loaf is on the way from the 92nd. Oh, here we go. And one slice. And another slice. Look at this. Oh dear. The loaf is 2 on 1, and sadly it was he who got sliced this time. So the loaf will respawn. There's Jarligand. There's Adam. 00138. Was a veteran. Ain't anymore. There's some fifing going on up here. Or maybe it's indoors. Difficult to say. But either way, here's recruit TMKZ. Oh goodness me, what's going on up here? Oh, it's Sneak, living up to his name. Fifing while fighting. Oh my goodness. He's hiding in the hay. Oh dear, this is ridiculous. Get him, Sneak, get him. Fine fifing work by Sneak here. Look at this. Defensive fifing at its best. Who comes in after him? It's Mustaker, who backs off from the 6E. The most tuneful stack of hay you're ever likely to see. And sadly, while he was fifing, the fort has been captured by the French. And here we are on the next round. And look. The army is at a crossroads. Stage 3. Holding the crossroads. Eventually forced out of Gemiancourt, having lost over half their men, the Dutch retreat in good order back to the crossroads of Quatre at 3 p.m. Fortunately, they held on to long enough for the British 9th Brigade to arrive, forming a barrier in front of Quatre and extending the Allied left flank, protecting the route to Ligny, which Wellington still holds hope of reinforcing. Reorganising themselves, the combined French division advanced all along the line to meet the Allies. So you can see the guy's getting set up now. Mr. McTavish. What a fine name, sir. And the LGN CSK. I presume that's Legion. Now. Oh goodness, who's this? Hello, Adolf. And there's Simon Russell of the 92nd. And there's possibly Gay Meckel of the 33rd. So, let's see what they have planned, shall we? There is Markel Martin of the 6E. Oh my goodness, the headbangers of the 6E, the LGN CSK, and the dancers. Look at these nutters. Fantastic. Yeah, collection of nutcases. Why you've got to love Napoleonic Wars and Mountain Blade. Just fantastic. So, look at this setup. Ocean Man and other members of the 73rd. Being a bunch of numpties, as per usual. Oh, hello. The 32nd are here. Oh, there's a medic in there as well. Commissar Badger. Normally a fusilier, this time a medic who didn't even take the time to repair his own eye. That's how dedicated the man is. serious medicing and may possibly have been sniffing his own ether. But that's a rumour that must be quashed. And here is Richard. And following in behind Suniki Feru of the 33rd, the captain, the fine beard in use. Oh goodness, oh dear, he's gone the wrong way. And look at that, he's checking with the spyglass from the safety of the buildings to see if he can find out where the enemy... Oh goodness me, what's going on here? Oh, this went pear-shaped quickly. Oh, that was an attack on some horses. That didn't go well there for the 33rd. Got done over by the 33rd. Yeah, that's going to make some popular conversations later on the comms. But they were caught napping. And they paid the price. Oh, look at this. Paul Q of the KHJ. There's a name I recognise. There's Zed as well. And Yiddy. This might be Yiddy, either way. Who's this defending? Oh, hello. Darkling of the 33rd, along with 20 good men. There's Scarhead the ensign. There's Umbra, an old name we are familiar with. Oh, hello. Oh, dear. Rupert Hallows is no more. Hallowed be his name. Scarecrow taking a bit of fire, or his teammate taking a bit of fire. And Dante, oh, goodness me, that's Officer aiming right there. Private Itchy now definitely has an itch he needs to scratch. Courtesy of a musket ball. And these are the perpetrators of said itch. And there's a few less now. Look at these guys, the Swiss. Look at this drilling. And some of the... Oh, no! That was French. We just lost French monk. Oh, no. French. Has an incredible talent for catching bullets with his face, that boy. Very, very impressive. Obviously means his leadership career keeps getting cut short for reasons we haven't been able to identify. Oh my goodness. Oh, down he goes. James Kinnaird shot down very quickly. Well, it may not have been James Kinnaird, but it was definitely somebody who snuffed it here. And the members of 32nd engaging the enemy, who are also engaged in melee, with other members of the 33rd, 20 good men, along with Killer Low and the Night Stalker, locked in mortal combat outside these buildings. Look at this. Fine stuff. Who's that remaining Frenchman? Well, that was Hussar, but he ain't remaining no more. Oh, goodness. Look behind you. And he didn't. Oh, dear me. Never mind. Oh, look out. It's an attack. Oh, Spoons has fallen. Oh, Spoons. Setting the standard tradition for most commanding officers in Napoleonic Wars. With a survival rate and time that you can count in the minutes. So one day we'll find a commanding officer who can survive for more than 10 minutes on the battlefield. And here is Sergeant Scott, who's decided to cheese it in the opposite direction, understandably so. Along with Reserve Chuck Norris. You always got to keep a Chuck Norris in reserve. And now, look at this, the French coming under fire as the Sinuku Feru looking to run down the remaining Frenchmen. Oh, look at that, a turning stab, and he manages to force a nice kill. That was Scott, who finally fell at the back. Oh, goodness, what's going on over here? And here are the remaining Frenchmen. Oh, look at this. It's Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris currently running for his life with half the army after him. Run for it, Chuck. He's going to turn and stab. He does. He gets blocked. And he gets stabbed in the bottom by Private Shapur. And we're off for another round on this map. And so we return again to this location. As you can see, the French getting set up. Adolf Green car moving away. There is recruit Vadim of the 73rd. These fine fellows. And there, Marshal Martin. I think it's Marshal. Marshal or Marshal? I don't know. As you all well know, I'm just an ignorant Brit. So, oh my goodness, horses. Clippity clubs. There's Alice, invitational to the 33rd. And here is another invitational and HSM Pipin Piper. Doesn't she look lovely, complete with the stogie? Oh heavens, hello. Look at these lovely fellows all set up. Ready to go, along with some naughtiness in the line. Kind of expected from this lot. Come on, pay attention. Here is Killer Low and teammates standing by the Jack, supported and commanded ably by Major Cedric. There's Darkling, and down here, veteran Night Stalker. Oh no, they've lost Killer Low. Seemed he was the one to be killed. So they're going to have to pick up the Jack soon and run for it. But they are supported on their flanks. Oh, hello, flank supporters. It's Kincaid, Lieutenant Colonel, and the Cool Hair. And Richard. And Filthy Mesler, the filthiest of all the Meslers. And there's Adam, 00138. And Regulation, Fusilier. There's also Fusilier TXM. And there is Sanuki Furu. And they've decided to about face and cheese it. And there is Chlamydio. And King George. Yes, probably want to save this one as well. So, you can see these guys circling around, obviously. Some in this light, some in the standard foot. And now you can see them moving closer with Kincaid leading the boys up towards the flag. And you can see them in light formation up here. And there's Major Cedric. Oh dear, that's not gone well for some. Including a commanding officer who appears to be reclining gently. Anyway, let's find out what is going on, shall we? As there are plans afoot as they make their way towards the Crossroads. Or technically speaking, it's a river crossing. Oh, look at this. In the foggy distance. Oh dear. Cobble Dick has just been murdered. And now, look at this, the far distance. There are Clippity Clops. And the French army. The line supported by lights. Mike Hawke with a fine pistol shot that hit nobody at all. Probably even missed the sky if he'd shot at it. That's the accuracy of the pistol. It's DJ Garden Gnome. And there's Donald Cameron. Rupert Hallows. Nathan Weeb. James Kinnaird. A Corpse. Jack Churchill. Ben Buttersworth. Robert Rogers. And next to them is the 3PP, the fine, sturdy and brave members of the 3PP. Don't they look wonderful, all of them? Okay, some are granted. Some of them look less wonderful than the others. He definitely has seen better days. But, that aside, there's Demos, there's Haggard, Hazarbanan, there's Maku, TMKZ, and there's Trojan. Look at that moustache. That's a moustache of command right there, ladies and gentlemen. And now you can see they're supported by the 73rd. With Marshal Martin keeping the boys focused. Now, the Jack. Oh my goodness, there's some little pop-up rabbits here. Popping up, taking a shot. And then popping back down again. Behind the cover. But unfortunately not giving away their position by having a massive Great Union Jack right next to him. But, you know, details. gloss over it, you know? Anyway. It's Lieutenant Mal and Mike Hawk, the private. So, those guys moving out. Look at these fine fellows. Don't they look wonderful? There's Private Itchy. Aim Tomato. What a fine name, sir. And the Pinky at the back. As they get themselves organised for a suitable line. Fusillade. A volley. Oh, they decided to move on. But they're now supported at their backs by Colonel John Gordon of the 92nd, I should say. Hello, John. Robert Rogers, veteran of the 92nd in tow. And supporting them over here, we have... There's Martin of the 60. Extreme. Messius. Oh dear. Down goes Strix. And we've just lost the Commissaire Badger as well. Oh dear. Shot him right in the Badger. That can't be good for him. Oh my goodness, look at that face. Looks like he's been smacked in the face with a shovel. Here is Hajal Mario. Aim Tomato again, and the Pinky. I was expecting it to be Pinky and the Brain, but apparently not. Anyway. Over here, Hazar Banan. And there you can see Karalek. Oh, hello. There's Trojan. Still with the fine moustache. Hasn't lost it in transit, which is... Oh, no! They just lost TMKZ. Cut down in his prime. And now you can see... Let's have a look at the numbers. 28 dead as opposed to 22 dead. So it's fair to say the Brits have the slight advantage when it comes to numbers. But we'll have to wait and see how it turns out for them. The... what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, goodness me. The advantage may not remain for a long period. As proven with Sneak catching a bullet with his head. Down he goes. Fortunately survived, not survived, but accompanied in death. Oh, goodness me. Is he copping a feel in death? That's a little bit nasty. There definitely should be a rule against that. They don't approve of that sort of thing in this man's army. Well, not in these days, they didn't. Oh, down goes French. Oh, gotta mention that. Poor French. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. One of these days he'll survive an entire round. But on that day, I might actually grow a fringe. Anyway, let's find out. Golden Fizz, Fusilier of the 33rd, firing back at the enemy. A Spec Obit. Oh, goodness. Okay. What's going on here? There's a flag. A Jack left out in the field. In the main road here. It looks like some Frenchmen. Oh, my goodness. Down goes Zarnuk. Recruit of the 3PP. And the all charge has been given, boys and girls. As they go down the main street towards their opponents. And here you can see Night Stalker and Alec and Umbra of the 33rd face off against the French. And look at that, Umbra's dived right into the middle of them. Donald Cameron falls. Look at Umbra. Getting in there, possibly trying to get that reaching stab. He's got to be careful as he's up against two. As Umbra has fallen. Killed by Donald McDonald of McDonald. Who's probably got a son called Donald and a daughter called Donald as well. Or maybe a daughter called Donald McDonald. I don't know. Either way, Donald seems to be a popular name. So, VLK 852.
Vive la France!
Vive indeed. And you can see now 15 versus 31. Oh, God. This is not going to end well for the French. It definitely didn't end well for those. Sea-Rat, Colonel Robin, King George, Fusilier, TXM. Who's this over here? Oh, whoever it is, he just fell. Who's this man? Oh, that was Ocean Man. He was finally murdered. And we move on to the next round. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on the 4th round, the 4th stage. Stage 4, Kellerman's Charge. The French under Jerome come dangerously close to capturing the Crossroads, but with the arrival of the French 3rd Division from Nivelle, their advance is checked. Ney quickly realises that the shift in balance now puts him in a precarious position, neither allowing him to take the Crossroads nor hold it. He quickly dispatches for Delorme's 1st Corps to support him while committing his only cuirassier brigade to the fair. In an attempt to break through the Crossroads, the heavy cavalry advance on the dead ground of the valley unseen towards the oblivious British 5th Brigade, who are deployed in line. Meanwhile, it's still very foggy here. Let's see if we can find some people. Here we are. The armies are getting ready for the inevitable fight they know is coming. So, oh my goodness, there's a lot of horsey hijinks going on here. Some skullduggery and footpaddery are underway, no doubt. Well, the horn. Fine horn work. Oh, goodness. Okay, this could be unfortunate if he doesn't have a horse. Yeah, that could go very badly. Anyway, now you can see the admin getting ready. Doesn't he look wonderful? Look at that. The noble bearing, the slightly dulled chest plate, and the eyeglass. This is a man who's serious about the war, serious about combat. And, yeah, looks like an over-decorated nightstand. But never mind. Oh, hello. There's Neon. So, let's see. Little bit of horse abuse there. So, we'll have to wait and see. Now, oh, look at this. Waiting for the inevitable charge is the fine fellows of the British Army, the lobster backs and friends. Oh, hello. Hannanor. They move out at the trot. They all got the trots. Here we go. And they're ready for the canter. Look at this, the double rank. Prepare a volley. The UK are ready to go. Look at this. Full speed. Somebody just prematurely fired. And they're firing. Oh! Look at that. Oh, that was brutal. And they're going in for a little bit of a slide and a slice. And this is where it's nasty. Multiple unhorses. Or unhorsings. Oh dear. Complete with saber slices. People barged to the floor. The general murderization and flag holding by Zdenek. And here, Messias. Look at this. Oh, who's holding the flag? Brave soul. It's Phoenix, Lance Bombardier of the 32nd. Holding the jack with pride. Trying to have eyes in the back of his head. But the saber he knows is waiting for him. But look at this. Fine flag waving. The standard bearer. And now it's a siege. Here in the centre, Major Cedric of the 33rd. Let's look at this. The boys all lining up. Oh goodness. Oh no. Horsey's not dead yet. Poor Horsey. Oh, there we go. He's just passed away. Rip horse. Oh, there we go. The final vestiges of the horses are being finished off. Look at this. Down he goes, Strem. Killed by Nighthawk, and another kill by Mike Hawk. Into the one and only. And look at this. Making their way through the trees. Oh, goodness me, what's going on here? Oh, they overcommitted to that one. That's for damn sure. And there's some team killing going on. So here you can see now the 3PP getting together some weapons from the corpses that remain on the field. And now looking to charge in on the remaining numbers as they defend. And look at that, providing as spiky a defense as they possibly can. Oh, massive stab there. That was Dundee who got killed as a drive-by. Just a beautiful shot into him. It wasn't as much a shot as it was a stab. There's Adicolos. There was Adicolos. And there was his horse. So, as you can hear... Oh, bagpipery! We heartily approve. Come on, get on with it. Fantastic. Look at this, the defensive line. Who is our bagpipe? It's James. Who else but the pipe major will be playing the pipes? And look at that defensive ring. The less said about the 90 seconds ring, the better, really, I suppose. But they're doing a good job of defending themselves against the onslaught. At least they were, until that horse ran them right over the top, but then died mercilessly from the defences. Oh, right through the middle. And then brutally cut down. Oh, this is just fantastic. Look at this. This is so good. Oh, over the top. Wow, these guys, they've got it in for the Scotsman. That's for damn sure. Well, precisely. Oh, who just got barged to the floor there? It's Sanuki Faru. Currently having a few technical problems. But look at these guys. Oh, hello. There's Plan Zerka. Dodging around, he's going in for a possible attack. No, he's going to be good boy. And here is Phoenix. Still defending themselves from the horses. At the same time, the lights of the 33rd. Oh, goodness me. Multiple bargings occur. Oh, my goodness. Horse crash in the middle. Phoenix falls. And look at this. The brutality of this moment. Absolutely nasty. Who's that on a horse? It's Loracas. The Scots continue to defend. Have they lost their bagpiper? They've lost the piper. Oh, no. Oh, no, they haven't. He's here. James Kinnaird right in the middle. This time armed with a musket. And as you can see, defending himself. Oh, fine shot. Lovely stuff going on there. Oh, dear. And you can see still... Oh, right through the middle. And look at that, an attack by the pipe major. Finishing off the remaining horses, as you can see. Oh, hello, there's another one out here. He's going in with a pole. It's Sanuch. Look at that, down goes another horseman. And he falls very quickly indeed. Oh, he's got to watch out, the pipe major. He's got to watch out. He's going in for a stab. Look at these guys trying to have eyes in the back of their head. Oh, another man coming through. Barged to the floor he is. Oh, it's Odakeo. And he falls. And we've just seen Phoenix go down as well. That's more of a lifestyle choice. I'm kidding. Oh no! Just lost another. Here's Ryan of the 33rd, the corporal. Finishing off the last of the dragoons, or the chasseurs, or whatever the hell they're called. I can never bloody remember. Now look at this. The numbers going around, and this was still one of the few bastions of the Scots. Look at this. Continuing the defence. holding the line. And the bagpiper still survives. As his comrades fall around him. And now they're going to rush the flag. Oh dear. This can only end well. Sarnach falls. And the Scots move forward. And they form a line. Oh heavens, look at this. Through the fog comes the horse. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this. This is just, oh my goodness. This is so brutal. This is why soldiers fear our cavalry in open fields. Just the nastiness of this entire thing. Oh, down he goes. Over the top. And a horse crash. It's King George. And he's still going in there. And he's still getting through. And there's Radim of the 73rd. Hello. Oh, that was brutal. Sliced him down the front of the face. And he is no more. And down goes another. Oh, goodness me. Look at this. They're fighting to the last man for every inch. And they're in danger of being overwhelmed by the sheer weight of the cavalry. And look at that. Just brutality going on here. These fine fellows, brave men, one and all, as they fight to hold the flag against the constant onslaught of the cavalry. Can they do it? Oh my goodness, look at this. They're still getting in there. Is the flag starting to drop a little bit? But there's still a few Brits trying to get in there and hold that flag position and take out the numerous amount of Brits, or Frenchmen I should say, remain around the flag. Look at this, there's just numbers, there's too many. The French have crowded them, and they have eventually taken the fort. Wow. Brutal or what? Well, here we are. It is the final stage of this historical battle as we seek out some of the participants as they make their way through the foggy forest. Well, precisely. Stage 5, Guards Division counterattack. The 5th Brigade, saved only by fleeing into the Bossel Wood behind, regroup, but with one of their regiments having taken heavy losses. Fortunately for the Allies, Delong's 1st Corps never arrived at Quatre. Instead, with the timely arrival of the British 1st Guards Division, Wellington is able to counterattack. The British Guards advance through Bossel Wood to turn the French left flank, sending out their light companies to clear the woodland as they advance. A combined arms force of French cavalry and infantry meets them as they break free of the cover of the trees. So, getting set up. You can see these fine fellows here from the 33rd, complete with silent fifer Smokey. Oh, we're hearing some drumming. Who's the drummer of choice? It's Commodore and the MJ. We'll just call him Commodore MJ. Much easier. Look at all these fine fellows. Look at all this braid on them. They look great. The gold clasp holding the thing together. Oh, hello. Come on, Smokey. Emit a tune, please. So here you can see the fellows of the British Army, the Foot Guard, moving forward. And here you can see the lights of the 33rd now starting to move back to support their teammates, and waiting for them is the collected forces of the French army. Oh goodness. Oh, Spoons. What a shot from Spoons. Who said commanders can't shoot? There's Umbra. Oh, goodness me, look at this. Oh, an attack from the side flank. Oh, brutal. Coming in from the 33rd. As Adolf Grincar is taken down. And that was a wonderful attack from the woods. Just beautiful. Look at them. Turning around. And waiting for the next chance to attack. Absolute meme. Unfortunately, the last survivor of that attack by the cavalry of the French army. More detachments of cavalry await the foot guards of the British Army. Private Scarecrow of the 92nd. And here you can see Mark C and others. Major Cedric. Fine fifing from Major Cedric. Here. Across the battlefield. Oh no, Absolute Meme just punched himself in the head. He is now no more. And here is Zed, Garden Gnome, Paul Q, and Emil. Taking pot shots back at the enemy. The cavalry wait. Look at this. Some of the French have fallen already. There's Taufik. There's Markel Martin. Look at this double line. Massive fire being placed down by the lads. Recruit Sufa, my apologies. English is hard. And here is Private Perban. Who's that fellow? Colonel Robin of the 1st ELVN. Who's this? It's Taufik with the drums. And these guys taking some shots, as you can see. They've got a little bit of blood staining on the tunic. Definitely he took a shot. But fine volleys coming in from the gentleman there. And so we'll move past the cavalry. Oh no, we've just lost Neon. Oh heavens, the 3PP are losing numbers to the 33rd. Now that's going to force them to pull back. Nearby the safety of the 32nd. Here's Recruit C-Rat. Could be C-Rations, difficult to say. Snowdog 666. There's Andy. And at the back with the tricolor is Phoenix. Lance Bombardier himself. Fine beard, moustache and mutton chops. So, out onto the battlefield they go. Karalek and the 3PP. Oh no! Shot down by Mike Hall. Karalek. Officer aiming right there, ladies and gentlemen. Mass recon. Huzzah. TMKZ. And the other members of the 3PP will continue without their recently deceased leader, who's currently lying down for a short break. But, that aside, we shall move on and find out what's going... Oh, God. Oh, dear. They look very comfortable there, don't they? They do look very comfortable. Anyway. You see these guys continuing to fire back at the enemy as the cavalry's gone in for an ambush. And as you can see here, there's Major Mao Zedong. Let's look at this. Oh, it's Spoons. Spoons, one of the few survivors. And he managed to survive so long, so unusual for a commanding officer. And so a shout out to the late Spoons for his survival skills all the way up until that point in the round. So definitely the survival skills of Spoons shall be remembered forever in song. And let us see. As Braven going up against the foot guard. Bad Baby. The cool hair. And here's Soniku Furu. Oh, shot hits him. My God, the best pistol shot in the possible history of the universe. Unfortunately, didn't kill him. Just sort of winged him slightly. Well, precisely. And of course, it's the pipe major. Yes, good shot with the pistol. Well done. Now you can see them consolidating their forces. As Private Smokey the Pipist. Or, yep, definitely the Fifer. Moving to support his teammates. As other members of the 92nd, there's Mal. Archibald Halford, the Regimental Sergeant Major. Good stuff indeed. And now you can see Ben Buttersworth. And, of course, the fine... Oh, my goodness, look at that moustache. Aim Tomato with the finest moustache on the battlefield. Oh, who's this lone survivor? Currently running away. It's Swagger of the 1st EVLN. Who's currently minus a horse. So he is... Sadly for him. And look at this. Colonel Cheese. Oh, they're going after the pipe major. Oh, look at this. A contra. Look at this. Man-on-man action right now. Oh, no. Don't get involved. This should be a mano a mano. It should be man versus pipe major. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called karma. Oh dear, Swagger has fallen. Look at this, a sword fight between these two fellows. Fantastic stuff between these two guys. They're going in for the kill. Pipe Major versus Cheese. Oh, and the Cheese gets the first strike. He's bloodied his opponent. Look at this. And down goes the Pipe Major. If anyone says cheese is bad for you, now you know why. And now he slowly walks back. The face of a killer. Look at that. Fine moments there. And so he makes his way back to the line. And gets in there with the members of the 73rd. There is Dorkit Honza. And we're ready for the all charge. Oh, hello. Captain Blaze and the forces of the Foot Guard charging towards the French. And now you can see over here the bunches of Dortic out with a pole arm for the best advantage a woman can get. Oh, look at this. Who's this? It's Saniku Faru. Oh, fine slice into the drummer. Dortic swaps for a standard saber. Look at this. Goes in for a slice behind. And gets the kill onto the cool hair. Captain Blaze also falls. How many Brits remain? 15 British. 13 French. And right now... Oh, this is not looking good. Onki goes down. What goes on over here? The remaining French are defending themselves. There's Andy. There's Oscar. There's Nicholas Oudinot. And there's Roan into one of the Frenchmen. Corporal Mert. And now 5 versus 3. Look at this. Could this be the clutch moment? This may be a chance for the French, but they've got to watch themselves. They take down Saniku Faru. And they get another stab into one of the Brits. Oh, this is tense. And down goes Oscar, one of the Frenchmen. They're down to 2 French and 4 Brits. Oh, fine turn and stab there by Mert. Another kill by Mert. Oh, wow. 2v2. Look at this. What an ending. 2v2. The Brits versus the French. Oh, nice stab into the Brit there. Oh, he's got to watch out with a fine block there by the Frenchman. And he turns and gets the stab. It's 2 French versus 1 Brit. And the Brit is cheesing it. Turns and fights. Gets a stab onto the Frenchman. And look at that. Gets a... Oh, it's Mert. Down. Sneak. versus Chuck Norris. Sneak versus Chuck Norris. Look at this. The standoff. Oh, it's going to be a punch-up. Fist fight for the end. Come on, boys. Fight for it. Chuck Norris. And Sneak. Look at that. Looking to get that first impact. Oh, a stab. And Chuck Norris gets the kill as he overreached. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a serious ending to a wonderful event. My thanks, of course, as always, to the 33rd for inviting me, to everybody who attended, to all the players. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you again for more Napoleonic Wars very soon. Take care, everyone. Cheers, bye.